Now, episode 122 and 123 of Dragon Ball Super was great for a number of reasons. The art style, the action,
and my boy Vegeta getting a little moment to shine against that beast Jiren, potentially unlocking either Beyond Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Blue 2, Ultra Instinct Blue, or Limit Breaker Blue form. But, no matter which name Toei wants to confirm this form as, what matters most is that Vegeta has proven himself to be just as good, if not better than Goku at this point, as he was able to see right through Jiren's attack, landing a few good hits and even forcing Jiren to guard against a massive final flash.
Not only that, but by seeing through Jiren's attacks, something was revealed that we hope you all picked up on as well. The reason why Vegeta was able to read Jiren's movement wasn't because of the boost in power he achieved, or a new form, it's because Vegeta has seen those moves before.
That's right. The true identity of Jiren is none other than Lord Yamcha himself. Now, we'll give you a moment to let that sink in, as we're sure this revelation just blew your mind, both metaphorically and possibly quite literally. We know there must be a million questions racing through your mind, like, how? What? Why? What? And others like the link between Yamcha's involvement with Universe 11. But the answers are painfully clear.
It all starts with episode 5 of Dragon Ball, where Yamcha first meets the love of his life Bulma after fighting young Goku. It's not until after Pilaf's wish is stolen by Oolong that the two become a couple. This results in an on-again, off-again relationship between the two that lasts all the way into Dragon Ball Z. It's Yamcha's womanizing ways and fear of commitment that keeps him from being the man that Bulma wants him to be.
Yamcha's other problem is his arrogance. He always saw himself as the absolute best, even when others would appear that would prove to be his better. He would either double down on his hubris, or he would go in the complete opposite direction and become a complete coward. It's no wonder we see his failure, after failure, after failure, throughout the entire Dragon Ball series, ultimately making him the laughingstock of his peers. And this would become drastically apparent when in episode 124 of Dragon Ball Z, he would hit rock bottom, as this is when he loses Bulma forever, to none other than the Prince of all Saiyans himself, Vegeta.
This is what ignited something in Yamcha that he never knew was there. It was the driving force for his ascension to a level above that of the gods themselves. He was tired of being the weakest member of the Z-Warriors. He was tired of the lack of respect he was given. Most of all, he was tired of losing to Vegeta at every turn, and was determined to prove that he had matured as a martial artist, surpassing the Prince of all Saiyans. By becoming the most powerful being in existence, not only would Yamcha have gotten his revenge on Vegeta, but everyone would have to respect the time, effort, and dedication it took for him to reach that point.
We slowly see this transformation near the end of the Buu saga, when in episode 278 of Dragon Ball Z, Yamcha takes on Alibu and Gorilla at the same time, all on his own, with relative ease. Now for comparison, Alibu alone was almost at the level of Pikkon. Pikkon was almost a match for Goku, and he happened to take out Super Perfect Cell with ease. Now some people may try to mislead you and call this episode filler, but that's all just because nobody wanted to accept that Yamcha was finally taking his training seriously and was working towards his true potential.
Krillin was the only person to see Yamcha at this level of strength, almost ruining his plan. This is why Yamcha goes back to being the foolish character that we all love to make memes about. He needs others to underestimate him until the perfect moment to reveal his true power presents itself. Understanding that power meant more than just brute strength, he also worked on his battle strategy, realizing that his previous reckless behavior was not doing him any favors. When Yamcha wasn't spending his time training and perfecting his unique style of martial arts, he buried himself in various books of lore and legend, hoping to find a new way to push himself even further.
Yamcha spends his time between Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super improving himself, both in body and in mind, reaching new heights. In his studies, he learned about the gods of destruction before anyone else. He knew who Beerus was all along. That slap to Beerus's back was a tiny test for his own power, and we even see Beerus flinch. Having discovered that gods are real, this only drove Yamcha even further.
This is why Yamcha wasn't around during Frieza's revival, and why we don't see him again until the baseball game between Universe 6 and Universe 7 in episode 70 of Dragon Ball Super. Even then, he downplays his skills and abilities and overall power, still keeping his progress a secret. We do see an example of this power though, when Beerus and Champa are fighting one another, with such force that everyone else takes cover in a protective barrier.
Not only does Yamcha endure Beerus and Champa's battle, but he also manages to score a point, thus winning the game for his team. How Yamcha precisely positions himself in the same way as when he died against the Saiyamen in the Saiyan saga. He does this to maintain his deception, so that people remember the moment of complete and utter failure, laughing it off and cheering on his victory, rather than questioning why he's still alive.
When Yamcha first hears about the Tournament of Power, the grandest tournament in the multiverse, this was the opportunity that Yamcha was waiting for. It's Universe 7's refusal to recruit him that served as the final straw. Unwilling to let this opportunity slip between his fingers, he reached out beyond his own universe. This is where Belmod in Universe 11 comes into play.
We know Toppo is next in line to become the God of Destruction for Universe 11, and that Belmod wants to eventually retire. But after witnessing the exhibition match that took place before the Tournament of Power, he knew that he needed an ace up his sleeve to ensure Universe 11's victory and survival. Yamcha reached out to the other universes in secret, but none of them took him seriously. Belmod at least entertained the idea of allowing Yamcha to participate, only to be shocked by the overwhelming power that is Yamcha.
A deal was struck. Belmod allowed Yamcha to fight, disguised as a fighter named Jiren, on behalf of Universe 11, and all of the fighters from that universe were to play along. By winning the tournament and ensuring Universe 11's survival, Yamcha would be allowed to use the Super Dragon Balls. As powerful as Yamcha is, what more could he possibly wish for? Well, we mentioned it earlier in this video. He wanted the respect of those around him, and to wound Vegeta's Saiyan pride by showing Vegeta just how inferior he is compared to Yamcha. However, with all the other universes erased, Yamcha can only achieve this one way. He would have to use the Super Dragon Balls to wish all the universes back, being the hero, and finally revealing to everyone what was true all along. Lord Yamcha is the multiverse's strongest fighter.
The fight with Vegeta was the final puzzle piece needed to see the bigger picture. And what a masterpiece it has become. The only reason why Vegeta hasn't ousted Yamcha is because of his Saiyan pride. It would be far too shameful to admit that a human has surpassed not one, but two Saiyans in power. And this is why, in episode 123, Vegeta would rather try and push himself beyond Yamcha, aka Jiren's power, and defeat him, or get erased in the process.
We hope you all enjoyed this reveal of ours. In case anyone hasn't caught on by now, this is completely satire, using the events throughout the Dragon Ball series to help create this humorous story. We highly doubt this will be the outcome of the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super, but if we're somehow right, then you heard it here first. What are your thoughts on Jiren's true identity being Lord Yamcha, and Belmod cheating by allowing him to fight on behalf of Universe 11? What theories lore would you like to see us examine next? Let us know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, dinging the bell to remain notified of any new videos that we put out.
So also be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the other social medias we have listed down in the description below. Be sure to join our Discord server to discuss the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super with the Ready Comics Roll crew and other rollers.
Follow us on Twitch for random live streams throughout the week, such as Dragon Ball FighterZ and Monster Hunter World in the near future. And if you'd like to see us grow, head over to our Patreon and become a patron today. And be sure to join us next time on Ready Comics Roll.